So I want to try something a bit different by sharing perhaps my experience of yesterday's unravelings in my mind. I want you to try, if you wish, try this experiment that came to me as I was kind of sleeping on revelations, shall we say. So I want you to imagine yourself. Imagine yourself, and it can help to close the eyes simply because you're turning off that sensory input. So if you want to close into your eyes and you can sit somewhere quiet, I want you to just imagine yourself floating in the darkness and the starry universal skies, or beyond the skies. And you're floating in this vast expanse of darkness, just floating, no gravity, light as a feather. And all around you is just the sense of oneness with creation itself, the creator energy. So in this floating around in the universe, you are one with a buzzy, electrifying awareness of creator energy. And we are made as creators of our own reality, yet we are being distracted by everything possibly can be thrown at us to forget that. So let's return to that place where we remember that we are one, or imagine, because imagination is part of creation. If you can't imagine it, you can't create it. Your imagination is your superpower. So here we are, and we are floating in the expanse of the universe, in the darkness, and all around us we begin to tingle. Like all of our hairs, should we say, go up on edge, and there is a sense of tingling sensations like pins and needles in our hands and our arms and our head, just all over us, consumed with this knowledge of this connection to creator energy. And in this place, you feel nothing but just acceptance, pure acceptance. You are accepted, and you are loved, and you're completely perfect. Now, as I say that, something might come up in your body where you resist, and I want you to take note of what you feel when I walk you through this. Returning to that place, you're floating around. There's no consequence of action. There's no right or wrong. You just are. I am. You are the great I am. And in this place of being I am, you start to slowly descend onto the earth. And as you do, your tingly, energetic body takes more of a dense capacity, and you are aware that you are now flesh and blood, and you are in your skin suit on earth. However, I want you to still hold that creator energy within you. And as you softly land on the earth, you are now looking out of your two eyes. And what you are seeing around you, you are perceiving as truth. Perceiving as truth. So what do you see? You might see houses, you might see other people walking around, you might see acts of kindness, you might see acts of betrayal. Whatever you're viewing, you're looking through your two eyes and you're perceiving it as truth. And then I want you to think about, from the moment you entered this world through your mother's womb and you came into this world, that is exactly what happened. You were energy that took form, and you came here, and from the moment you arrived, you started to take on information, and you've started to be programmed by your parents. You've been programmed by the school system that you were in. You've been programmed through any religious choices, any cultural experiences, and you perceive that, or you've been taught that as your truth. Now that becomes almost like a shield. That becomes what you perceive as you. You've been given a name. You've been given a date of birth. You've been given a gender. You've been given the way that you look, your culture, where you live on the world, on the map. And all of these things are going to be a part of what you believe to be you. And then you start to speak and operate, and you use your great I am words to say, I am Rebecca Knight. I am a female. I am a mother. I am XYZ. Now, I've had many moments where I refused to say that I am Rebecca Knight. I said I am known as Rebecca Knight on this earth. However, I know I'm far much more than that. So I want you to challenge yourself as to what you were taught. What are those programs? What are those things that your mind has been told that you now believe, and you walk around being that character in this avatar of I am, when actually, if you stop and you allow the silence to be silent, and you stop looking at your phone, and you stop distracting yourself from things because you're afraid, I want you just to sit with knowing that you are you, and you are a creator, and whatever you want to achieve, you can achieve, because you are made in the image of creator energy. However, when you start to write things down, or when you start to say what you want to achieve in a manifestation way, those things don't always happen, and you've got to question why. And then you have to come back to this shield that has been created, and the things that your parents have told you. You can't do that, Billy. You can't do that, Rebecca. Or you failed your GCSEs. Oh, you passed your GCSEs. Wow, we weren't expecting that of you. We don't really believe in your achievements. We don't believe that you're intelligent. What are the things that you have been taught? What are the things that you believe due to your upbringing, your programming, your parenting, your school systems, whoever raised you? What lies have you been listening to? Because the truth, the only truth, is that you are love. You are love energy and creator energy. And you can come here and create whatever you wish to achieve. And this is why we sort of go forwards, and then we have to stop and go backwards. And that's kind of what an awakening is stopping and going, this isn't working for me, because I know that something's not right. Because you can smell a rat. You can smell a fact that something just doesn't line up. You're more than this. You know you're more than this. You know you're more than the stories. You know you're more than the 9-to-5 job. You know you're more than doing a job that you hate every morning, yet you still get up and do it. You know that there's more. And it starts with that seed. There's more. And then you have to work backwards into a place of remembering, right back to that place that we began, in the dark void of the tingly sensation of creator energy, knowing that you're perfect. There is no fault, there is no blemish in you. And from that place, you can create such beautiful things, and you can experience such beautiful things, and you can evolve, and you can explore, and you can be what your heart is screaming for, not from a mental construct, but from a knowing. Be still, and know that I am God and that you are God. Be still. And whatever is trying to make you be still, notice your resistance to it. Notice how you want to feed yourself, feed the lies, because it's scary to think that maybe you've been living a lie. It's time to wake up. Know thyself. Heal thyself. Awaken to the truth.